My name is Joseph Kamata. I'm a husband to Joy. So, and we run a business called KAMATA Music and also KAMATA Music School, which is basically an entertainment organization that deals with quite a number of things in the field of entertainment, and also, we do training and in the fields of music and also photography, videography, and yes, that's essentially what we do.
Yeah, a lot of things that you do. Yes. All right. Thank you and welcome to Hope FM. Now to the lady.
My name is Joy Kamata. I'm his helper. Yeah, I help him run the business. Yeah, I'm the HR / student affairs manager at the school. Yeah, we've been running the business for around 12 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes. We've learned to put our differences aside when we go to work, and we try as much as it's possible to work together. And I won't say it has been hard.
Yeah.
Actually, for me, I enjoy working with him.
Yeah.
I don't know about him, how the struggles he goes through.
So maybe him.
Yeah.
What about you, Joseph?
Sema tu kweli.
You know when it starts with
Yes.
Now, unajua sasa yeye ndiye HR pale job.
Yes.
Tukifika home yeye bado ndiye HR. You know, it's like I have my HR everywhere. Niko na mdosi kila mahali.
Yes.
Yeah, so it has its challenges, of course.
Yeah.
But also it has its benefits. Yes. We haven't been in the same office we began when, I think after COVID.
Yeah, after COVID.
Yes, that's when
I came in.
That's when she came in. But once she came in, I really appreciate it because she brought some interesting transformations that I had not thought that she'd bring through. She's pretty skilled in especially in managing quite a number of things, and she's very good with people. Guys out there who've been to KAMATA School and who have studied at KAMATA Music School, what wanajua Joy. Entertainment is a very, very large industry, and there's a lot of information actually that's available online. If you right now Google entertainment industry in Kenya or in Africa or in there are organizations that actually do reports at every end of the year, and they post them. Organizations like PwC, they always have the entertainment and media report, and entertainment is very linked to media.
Yeah.
So there's always reports, and if you go and look at those reports, you'll see reports saying, for instance, in 2021, the entertainment industry in Kenya had a revenue of over 300 billion. So,
in Kenya?
Yes, in Kenya. In bigger economies like South Africa, it hits a trillion shillings in a year.
Yeah.
So it's a big industry. So that tells you it has very, 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 very many aspects. And now our job is to make people get to know this, get to train people about this, and have as many people participate in this big economy called entertainment.
Yeah.
Yes. My parents noticed every time tukienda church na nanga tu pale kwa msa wa keyboard, and I was small, so I was passionate about music. So I started singing in Sunday school a bit, and later when I was in high school in Form 2, I was taken to a music school and I studied keyboard. I did piano lessons, so that was my starting point. Now, depending on what you feel passionate about, you can always start there. There are people who feel passionate about doing vocals or doing dance or doing, just start at any point. But then once you get in, you start realizing there are very many other opportunities and aspects and ways you can expand and maximize, make a fortune out of your talent, and even make it a business. Yeah. in any industry, if you're established and you've been there and
you enjoy
the game,
it more.
you're likely to do well, economically speaking. But there's still a lot of opportunity for beginners. And also, since the entertainment industry in Kenya is still young, there's a lot of unutilized potential. And now, entertainment, again, being a very wide industry, you see now it includes, it includes things like gaming, doing events, artist management, record labels, music production. It includes quite a wide range of things that someone could play in. If you're creative, you like doing videography, you like doing photography. All of that falls in that particular field of entertainment. There's always that opportunity, and also there's a good thing. I would say times right now are way more favorable than they were possibly a decade ago when us guys were getting started. Right now, people are very upbeat and open to audiovisual works. And there are way more opportunities, and it's expanding every day. There are very many ways of doing it. I'd say there really are quite a number of ways of doing it. And especially if I look at the way it's done here in Kenya, if you want to record your music, one, you could walk into a studio, pay studio fees, and get your music done. That's one option. The other option, you could get into a contract with the studio so that possibly you don't even pay the studio fees, but you get to share possibly the returns that will come from what that music will make. And there could be all manner of arrangements, an agreement with the production house that you're dealing with. Now, what usually brings a problem is when one party to the agreement isn't keeping their part. So it's important that you get to a place where they're committed to what they do, they deliver their work in time. And I think there's not anything unique to the entertainment industry. I think it's pretty much everywhere. Hata fundi unapatia fundi ya kutengenezea nguo za kwenda rorashio siku bado hajafanya kazi. So now those are things we everywhere, even in the entertainment industry, that people need to just make sure that they do a good job. They do their job in time, and they do a neat job.
Voice is not working because we have various producers, and if someone is not singing, you can advise them, because honestly kuna vile unaweza shika mic ukianza, it's just a blunder. So and we advise them to join the voice coaching.
I would say one, also in the entertainment, and actually that's one challenge we have with people in the entertainment industry. It's important to appreciate that something good takes time, and it needs to be there has to be work that has been done before what you bring forth for any industry. And we insist and we emphasize that it's important, first of all, to get proper training. So if you're well-trained, a well-trained musician would be very different from one who's not trained. If you're passionate about music, and also train widely, because it gives you better angles of how music works. If you are passionate about music and entertainment, get to take voice classes. Let's work on your voice so that we make it sound really good. Also get to learn a music instrument so that you also understand what's being done on the instrumental side. Possibly, if you really are passionate about that industry, also do studies in maybe videography, photography, and you'll come to realize that people who are well trained in those areas, who are good in those areas, will obviously be better performers. They'll do a much cleaner and neater job. First of all, kama uko na shida ya kuimba on beat, first of all try to dance, and try to dance on beat. Because I think the basis of beat is basically like dancing. You need to get your moves. So possibly the reason beat inakusumbua ni juu ya dance.
Yeah.
So church pale watu wakisema watu wa dance, wewe umekaa too stiff. So try to dance and move on the beat. Now that will create a sense in you. It's like a sense in your mind of just being on beat. Because beat is based on drumming, and drumming is what drives dancing. So singing on beat is would be very much well driven by just having a sense of being able to count the beat. But now there's a technical aspect of it in music where we normally count beats. There's the 4/4 beat, the 3/4 beat, there's a 2/4, and all those musically technical things that we train. So it's so good to just come to school and learn how to get that right.
All right.
So one of the solutions would be, come to school and learn. Go to a music school, learn how to do that right. But also dance and just get to listen to music, and utaona beat yako itaanza kuingia. If you've not been to a studio, you're a worship leader. Now you already have something good. You're already a worship leader.
Yeah.
Now that means you have a lot of experience, especially, singing in church, even singing in front of crowds. Now you're the right person to go to a studio. Where should you start? Maybe I should throw the question to you. Have you written some music? How is your songwriting? Or can you get someone to write for you the music? And also that's something we do, linking people. There are people who are very good singers and very good performers, but they are not good in songwriting. They can't songwrite. There are people who are extremely good songwriters, but they're not singers. And actually, at Kamata Music, that's something we do, to bring people together who are tunakusaidia so that you become good at what you are good at.
Yeah.
So where do you start as a worship leader? So just assess whether you're a good songwriter. Go to a studio and record. And I'm sure you won't have a very hard time because already you've had a bit of singing experience.
Yeah.
We do have that challenge currently in this country of, songwriters. Now, it depends on at which level you're playing. For big artists and people who are quite established, for the bigger players, yes, there's an industry there. There are people who songwrite and they get paid for it. Now, for the person who's starting or the person who's not a very known songwriter, they might have a bit of challenges getting paid for it. But we're getting there. Now, there are many ways of how payment can come, depending on the agreement you have. One of the ways of payment is, once a song goes out, it will start making money.
Yes.
It will make revenue. You can have a plan of sharing that revenue. So the songwriter will be an owner of the song. The music producer will be an owner of the song. The singer, the vocalist is an owner of the song. So there are many players there, and they will all be
percentage.
the song. Yeah, so they can share the revenues with percentages. That's one option. The option is you just pay upfront, pay the songwriter, and you 100% own the song. So now it depends on which arrangement you guys decide to work with.
Social media has been a very big tool, the way you've said it. We are very aggressive on Facebook. We are aggressive on Instagram. We have a YouTube channel. We have guys on the ground who do stickers. If you go around Matatus, you will find us all over. Yeah, so yes, we are all over. So you have to be aggressive. You have to. We call it a 10x rule, whereby you multiply your activity into 10. Yeah, you have to. Yes, that is how you put your best foot forward.
Yeah.
That maybe the gospel people should maybe work on good quality music.
When you say good quality music, what do you mean?
like
Is
no,
it the
for
lyrics?
gospel,
Yeah.
the lyrics, you hear someone sing some gospel music, but there is no spread of God's word in that music. Like even the way it has been written, there's not the spread of the message of Christ in that music. So you get confused, is this gospel or not gospel? You should not be just commercial. It should not just be commercial. Yes. Yeah.
There's been a season when gospel music has been, really powerful, and even now, gospel music is really, ndio kusema bado. But now, gospel inashika. Gospel kuna vile ushika. So and Kenyans are quite receptive to gospel music. So if you do good music, do good recording, watu wanakubali gospel. And we thank God for that, because gospel, there was a time actually gospel had become so powerful that even in secular spaces gospel was actually dominant. And there has been, I would say in the Kenyan market, there has been a little shift on that. Right now gospel is not as vibrant as it was less like 2 years ago. That means tuko na kazi ya kufanya, the people in the gospel space. Let the artists come tufanye kazi nzuri, let's push it forward, and we put gospel up there where it's supposed to be.
All right.
Tufuate pale Instagram. Instagram ni @Kamata Music School. Kamata Music School, uta follow us. We're actually very active, so you'll see hata saa ukiingia tu hapo utaona tu tunaweka information, tusalimie, tunafanya mambo, so
na wako hapa.
Yes, on Instagram Kamata Music School, on Twitter @Kamata School, ukienda Facebook Kamata Music School bado, YouTube Kamata TV. Yes, so follow us on those platforms. Na unaweza tuandikia email pia, info@kamataschool.com.
All right.